Why the little bird is a Spec Ops favorite. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will be going through the Ferrari of US Special Operation helicopters. Before we get into the video, kindly note that the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only. Without further ado, let's dive in. Following the release of the iconic book and film Black Hawk Down, in which Little Bird ferried commandos in the besieged city of Mogadishu, Somalia, the helicopter was dubbed the Killer Egg and cemented its position in pop culture history. Aside from Hollywood, the now iconic aircraft, which was first developed by Hughes and later purchased by McDonnell Douglas, is now manufactured by Boeing, has been a mainstay in the Special Operations Command inventory for decades, providing commanders with a unique capability not found in other air platforms. According to experts, the helicopter's compact size, agility, and speed make it a perfect rotorcraft for getting into and out of dangerous situations. The 160th Special Operation Aviation Regiment, also known as the Night Stalkers, based in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, is the sole user of the aircraft. Light attack and light assault are the missions assigned to the AMH-6. Following the failure of Operation Eagle Claw in April of 1980, it was found that the US Army lacked the necessary aircraft and crews to carry out special operation missions. Navy helicopters and Marine pilots were used. To address this issue, the Army formed a Special Aviation Task Force to prepare for Operation Credible Sport, the next attempt to rescue the hostages. In the second half of 1980, the US military collaborated on Operation Credible Sport to prepare for a second rescue attempt of the Iranian hostages. After the hostages were freed on January 20, 1981, the task force was discontinued, and it appeared for a time that the personnel would be returned to their previous units. The Army, on the other hand, was determined that keeping the unit would be more prudent. The task force, originally known as Task Force 158, was quickly renamed 160th Aviation Battalion. The O-6A helicopters used for people transport became the Light Assault Company MH-6 aircraft, while the armed O-6As became the Light Attack Company's AH-6 aircraft. The 160th Special Operation Aviation Regiment of the United States Army, popularly known as the Night Stalkers, is a special operation force that provides helicopter aviation support to both general purpose and special operation troops. Its missions have included attack, assault, reconnaissance, and are typically carried out at night, at great speeds, at low altitudes, and with little notice. The task force designers saw a need for a small helicopter that can land in the most inaccessible places and can easily be transported on Airforce airlifters. In comparison to other aircrafts in the task force, the UH-60A and the CH-47C, they chose the OH-6A Scout helicopter, which became known as the Little Bird. At Fort Rucker, Alabama, armed OH-6As were being built as part of the project. Pilots from the 229th Attack Helicopter Battalion were selected to fly the OH-6A helicopters and were transferred to the Mississippi Army National Guard's Army Aviation Support Facility in Gulfport, Mississippi for 2 weeks of qualifying training. The aircraft and crews were transported to Fort Huachuca, Arizona for 2 weeks of mission training after the training was finished. The mission training entailed loading personnel onto C-130 transport planes, which would then carry them to forward staging areas via the 1,000 nautical mile routes. In the fall of 1980, armed OH-6 aircraft from Fort Rucker joined the training program. The development of the OH-6 began in 1960 when the US Army released Technical Specification 153 for a light observation helicopter capable of people transport, escort and attack operations, casualty evacuation, and observation. Model 369 was submitted by Hughes Tool Company Aircraft Division, which was one of 12 businesses that competed. The Army-Navy Design Competition Board picked 2 aircraft as finalists, those supplied by Fairchild Hiller and Bell, although the Army eventually included the Hughes helicopter as well. On February 27, 1963, the first Model 369 prototype took the air. The aircraft was originally classified as the YHO-6A by the Army, but was renamed the YOH-6A by the Department of Defense New Joint System in 1962. 5 prototypes were manufactured and sent to the US Army at Fort Rucker, Alabama, each with a 252 horsepower Allison T-63A-5A engine to compete against the other 10 prototype aircraft submitted by Bell and Fairchild Hiller. Hughes eventually won the competition, and the Army landed Hughes a production contract in May of 1965. The first order was for 714 planes, but it was later raised to 1,300 with the option to purchase another 114. In the first month, 70 helicopters were manufactured. The outboard benches on each side of this nimble, unarmed helicopter are designed to convey up to 3 commandos. The AH-6 gunship is another variation. The small aircraft painted black for nighttime operations can quickly deploy and retrieve special operations soldiers into regions where its larger sibling, the MH-60 Black Hawk, cannot. The design of the MH-6 is egg-shaped. A huge glass bubble cockpit with exceptional visibility can seat 2 crew members in the front. The passenger seating is located on the fuselage sidewalls. To save weight, this seating consists of just 2 benches, 1 on each side of the helicopter, each holding 6 soldiers, 3 on each side. Despite its potentially threatening appearance, this design allows soldiers to evacuate the helicopter rapidly. Finally, the engine, which produces roughly 375 horsepower and propels the Little Bird to a top speed of 175 miles per hour, or 282 kilometers per hour, is housed in the back. The MH-6 has a maximum range of 267 miles, or 430 kilometers, with a fuel capacity of 235 liters. The MH-6 possesses a number of characteristics that have made it the preferred light helicopter of the United States Special Forces to this day. Despite its lack of armor, it is fairly durable and provides pilots with a high chance of surviving in the event of a collision. It is quite silent, and when painted black, it is almost impenetrable. This little helicopter excels at difficult, quick, and dangerous maneuvers, making it suited for both urban and rural situations, particularly at low altitudes. It can land quickly in tight spaces or even on building roofs, and the MH-6 helicopter is a smaller version of the MH-60. Unless upgraded, the MH-6 does not carry any weapons because it is an observation and transport helicopter, despite the fact that the AH-6 counterpart may carry a range of guns, missiles, and rockets. However, like a sensor system, the MH-6 can play an important part in the AH-6 ground assault missions. Unless operating with a MH-6, which takes up the sensor function, AH-6 usually carry their own sensor suites. As a result, the AH-6 can carry more weapons. The attack variation is the AH-6, whereas the assault transport variation is the MH-6. 2 Night Stalkers pilot the former, which has varied and fearsome weaponry. The AH-6 has a maximum cruising speed of 126 knots, about 150 miles per hour, and has a maximum range of 205 miles, or about 2 hours of straight flight. The AH Little Bird has a ceiling of about 20,000 feet, but it performs best when flying close to the ground, with excellent nap of earth characteristics and high power-to-weight ratio that make it exceptionally agile. When it comes to weaponry, the AH-6 Little Bird can do anything. The 30mm M230 chain gun, 50 caliber Gal-19 Gatling gun, 7.62mm M134 minigun, the Lao-68 DA rocket pods for HYDRA 70 rockets, AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, and even the FEM-92 Stinger air-to-air missiles are among the weaponry it can carry. The AH-6 Little Bird is a versatile aircraft that can confront a variety of threats thanks to the ability to shift armament systems depending on the mission. A mobile command post and electronic warfare platform, the EH-6E. The ME-6E is an advanced version of the original Little Bird transport type. The MH-6H is a Special Forces transport plane. The MH-6J is a modernized variant of the civilian MD-530MG. A new engine, forward-looking infrared technology, and internal navigation system are among the enhancements. The most recent variant is the MH-6M. The Mission Enhanced Little Bird is another name for it. This is an upgrading program that includes a new 6-bladed main rotor, which decreases noise even more. A ROLLS-ROYCE 250 C30R 3M 650 horsepower engine, enhanced folding benches, rack up for hauling of 2 motorbikes, and fuel tanks that are said to be resistant to crashes and heavy machine gun fire. Unmanned aerial vehicle model MH-6X. It is largely sold in other nations. It is also possible to man it. The Korean UAV project, the KUS-VH, is based on the Little Bird's airframe. What should we cover next? Do let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other videos. Until then, stay tuned.